Now, after 40 years of paddling, I'm trying to give back to this river and this community of people that have done so much for my life. I am a veteran, but I'm a non-combat veteran, and what I'm trying to do now is to help some of the seriously wounded veterans that we have returning from the Afghanistan and Iraq wars, and hopefully by getting them out here in the outdoors and letting them enjoy the beauty and the awe-inspiring nature that's all around us out here, they can begin to reintegrate into a more normal life, more similar to the one they enjoyed before they had to go to war and witness the terrible tragedies of war and the loss of their combat friends. What we're trying to do is raise money to take some wounded warriors on a fishing trip up to Alaska, the last great wilderness in North America. And the reason we want to go there is because experience has taught us that when you get way out in the wilderness, these veterans are able to relax, revel in the beauty of nature, and reconnect with part of the meaning in life that is so easily lost in the horror of combat. I'm working with some of the guides that have worked with me in my outfitting business here on the Chattooga, and we're organizing a trip for some wounded warriors to Alaska to go fishing and float down a river up there. We've selected a river that's unique in many ways. It's called the Kobuk River. It's just north of the Arctic Circle, and it flows from the gates of the Arctic National Park to the Kobuk Valley National Park. It's a deep wilderness river. It's a clear water stream. It's legendary for its fishery. It has salmon and Arctic char and sheefish and grayling. It's also the location of the western Arctic caribou herd, with an annual migration in excess of 400,000 animals. In short, it's one of the most spectacular rivers in Alaska, and that's why we've chosen it as a reward for the service that these veterans have provided for their country. One of the most gratifying parts of this trip, by relying on employees that have worked for me over the years and volunteers, we're able to arrange this trip for the lowest possible amount of cash money. All the money that is invested in this trip goes to the warriors. Everybody else is paying their own way. All the guides are volunteering their services. Outfitters in Alaska are volunteering their rafts. We've had food donations and equipment donations, and that's what's made this trip possible. All the volunteers and the donations for a good cause. Our minimum goal for this trip is to accommodate 3 warriors, and that would be a total of $7,500. We're hoping to be able to accommodate as many as 8 warriors on this trip, which would require a total of $20,000 in charitable contributions. That's a lot of money, but when you look at the sacrifices these men have made for their country that they will endure for the rest of their lives, it's a paltry amount of money. And I hope we're able to do this, and with your help and assistance, I'm sure we can pull it off.